Well, hello everyone and welcome back to my channel, Shimmy Bar Life. I just want to take a quick note right now to thank everyone who's been very supportive thus far. I hope you're enjoying my videos, and again, I appreciate the comments or concerns or questions. If you have any more questions or concerns, you can always link them down below, or you're my friend on Facebook, you're more than welcome to leave me a private message as well. So I hope you're doing well, and let's get started. For today, we're going to go ahead. I mentioned these before in past videos. These are the exercise bands. If you don't have one of these, that's fine, you could do without. But if you do have them, go ahead and pause me, go ahead and grab them and come on back, because we're going to go ahead and really work our legs today. So I want to keep it to the side because first we're going to go ahead and warm up. So we're going to go to the side again, of course. I'm on my knees, so I make sure that my hips are still stacked underneath my knees. I tuck it in, engage that core, lift up that heart, shoulders down away from your ears. And let's just go ahead and just breathe right here. And if you're new to my channel, of course, I'm outside. Being outside comes with all the noises you hear, but this morning the birds are very quiet. So you may hear outdoor noises. And just take a few moments here. So from right here, go ahead and put your big toes together. Your knees are apart. Interlace your hands behind you on the inhale. On the exhale, I want you to open up that chest and look up to the sky. Exhale. And we do it again. I heard a few popping here and there. I'm not sure if you did the same. Inhale. And then one more time, really opening up that chest. Inhale and then exhale. And slowly release. Let's come into a tabletop. Again, be mindful of your alignment. Shoulders, knees, shoulders, elbow, wrist, hip, knees. Ooh, excuse me, I just sneezed. And let's do some cat-cows here. Inhale and exhale. Inhale. Really drop those ribs, arch that back, bring up that tailbone. Exhale, tuck it all in just like a cat. Inhale. And one last time. And again, I'm going to warn you, I am outside, and I also have allergies, so I may be sneezing here and there. So from right here, you're going to go ahead and bring one leg. It's my right leg, and it's on my knees, and my feet are pointed up. This is called the wagging tail. It's when you drop, well, actually not drop, move your foot and your hips looking at your right foot, and then slowly come back to the other side, looking at your right foot. Like a happy puppy, wagging tail. Take your time, inhale and exhale. Feel that stretch throughout your obliques. And one last time. And go ahead and drop that leg, other side. So inhale, and we exhale. Inhale. I would not recommend you doing this one really fast. Take your time because you may get a little dizzy with the movement. So avoid speeding, take your time. It is a stretch. And exhale, and slowly bring that foot back. So from right here, we're going to go ahead, big toes together, knees apart, come into a child's pose, really elongate your spine. A few more breaths. And slowly release. We're going to tuck in our toes, get ready for a downward dog. Inhale, prepare, exhale, peek up. And really elongate that body. Bring that tailbone up, bring your ears to your forearm and really stretch it out. Now notice how my heels don't touch the mat. That's because I can't do it.
So everyone's flexibility is different. Listen to your body. And just hold this pose. We're going to go ahead and lift up the right leg and have a nice little stretch there. Good job. Bring that leg back, other side. Now for this one, you could keep your hips closed, meaning facing forward like this, or you could open them up the way I have them right now. Bring that leg back, back to that downward dog. And this time I want you to walk your hands back. On the inhale, exhale, roll yourself up. Ooh. So now you should feel nice and elongated. Your spine should be nice and long. Now the reason for those hips when we did the downward dog, depending if you have any kind of hip issues, when you close them, that means you keep them squared facing down. When you open them, it's when you open your hips. So do what's best for you. On this particular exercise, I did open up my hips because of my hip flexor. Long story. So now we're going to go ahead and grab our bands. I'm going to go ahead and put my band on right now. Again, if you don't have these bands, that's okay. You could do without. If you don't have the bands, add that resistance. So I'm going to make sure that I'm in the shot. Push my mat back a little bit because I am pretty tall, for those who don't know. So for right here, we're going to go ahead and do some squats. So I'm going to focus on a lot of leg work, a lot of glute standing up. And we're going to go ahead, of course, my shoulders, hips, and feet are aligned. As we go down for a squat, reach for me, and up. So when you come down, really engage that core. Press with your heels coming up. Inhale down, exhale up. And it is starting to get really warm here right now. But other than that, it's a beautiful morning. Give me 4 more. 4. Really press with your heels. 3, 2, and 1. Now, a little advice. If you're having knee issues, what you could do is, I'm not sure if you noticed that my toes were curled up. You could curl up your toes and that will alleviate some of the pressures on your knees. So when you go down, you're pressing with your heels and come back up. Press with those heels and come all the way forward. So now we're going to go ahead and do a wider stand. This is called a sumo. Again, my feet are facing forward. Tuck it in, lift up that heart, shoulders down away from your ears. Nice and wide, and we go down and then up. Nice and strong. Down and then up. Good job. Inhale and then exhale. Glutes and legs, very strong muscles. And if you did the video before this one, we did a lot of arm work, so I'm gonna switch it up a bit. And give me one last one right here. Now we're gonna go to the basement, meaning we're gonna keep it low. We're gonna go down and up, right here, stop. Down and up, right, right here. Give me 4 more. 4, 3, 2, and 1, all the way up, and give me last 8 full. Give me 8, 7, 6. How you doing? Give me last 4, 3, 2, and last one right here, and all the way up. Shake off if you need to. And I'm starting to sweat here. So from right here, we're gonna go ahead back to our normal stand. Shoulders, hips, feet, knees, all aligned. When we go down for a squat, you wanna lift. So be mindful of your balance. For this one, I'm gonna push my mat forward because I need a flatter surface for my balance. So if you have a thick mat, may not be a good idea because of your balance. Make sure that the surface is flat to get a better grip for your balance. So we're gonna start. I'll show you the first one. So we go down When you come up right here, you lift. Now I point at my toes. You could point your toes or flex them, whichever's best for you. I'm pointing my toes, and we do 8. We go down and then lift. Down and lift. 4, 3, 2, and last one. Now we're gonna hold it right here. We're gonna pause it for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come back down. We're gonna do it again. 8, 7, 3, 2, 1. One last round. Oh, feel that burn. 8, 7, 6, 5, 3, 2, 1. Take a little break there. Woo, so even if you have the band or not, you still should have felt that burn. So when you lift to the side, use your side muscle, use that glute, but also your obliques. We have the other side to do. Again, notice how I'm breathing a little heavier now. It's a good thing. Your heart's awakened. We go down for 8. 4 more. 4, 3, 2, and then hold it here. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come back down. Round 2. Come back down. Last one right here. And bring it down. Woo. Shake it off. Shake it off, shake it off. You should have felt that one in your glutes, in your quads. That felt really good, but we're not done yet with legs. We're still working on these legs here. As I mentioned earlier, I need to shake off my legs a little bit. On my lap, the video before this one, we did a lot of arm work. I don't know about you, but the next day I woke up, I was a little bit on the sore side, which is a good thing. So I'm gonna focus on legs. We're not done yet. So these are called traveling squats. So I'm gonna go to my left, your right of the camera, and I'm gonna squat and step, squat and step, squat and step, and squat. Other side. Now I am pretty tall, so I take bigger steps. And plus I want the resistance of the band. I want to feel that resistance. Keep going. Good job. Really add that resistance if you have the band. If you don't, challenge yourself. Make pretend you're going through a pool of molasses. One last round right here. And last time right here. Bring me back to where I started. And hold it here and roll it up. Good job. How are you feeling? So those were called traveling squats. Again, as I mentioned, I am pretty tall, so I take bigger steps. So from right here, I'm gonna go ahead and lower the band towards at my ankles. So for this one, be mindful of your balance. If you need to hold on to a wall or a chair, go ahead and do so. It is a lot of balance work. I'm gonna do it without. Push this a little forward. So for this one, I'm gonna go sideways so you can see. I'm standing, shoulders, hips, and feet are aligned. My right leg goes forward. Engage that core. And so you see a reflection, correct yourself, and you're gonna lift for 8, 4, 3, 2, 1. So now I want to turn to you so you can see me. I just wanted to show you what it looked like. I want to lift for 8, 3, 2, 1. Now I'm going to turn back because now it's going to go back. Oh, so when you lift back, make sure that core is engaged, because if you feel it here, that means your core is not engaged. You're going to lift with your glute, and we lift for 8, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Other side. So now that you got it, let's go ahead and do it. So we lift for 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Side. Back. Whoops. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Woo. That was round 1. We have 2 more rounds to go. So this time I'm going to go ahead facing this way so you can really see me. And we begin. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Side. Back. Other side. Side. Back. Take a little breather. Now, in case you're wondering, your supporting leg has a slight bend. Don't lock the knees. Slight bend. So you're ready. Catch your breath. Ooh, you should be feeling that burn. Last one, last round. Right side starts, and we start. Side. Back. Left side. Side. Back. Woo! Take a breather. Ooh, those were good. So be mindful of your posture in that one. If you are holding on to a counter, a chair, or wall, that's fine. Your goal is to do this without really holding on, but if you need the extra support, that's okay. What I don't want you to do is hold on to your dear life. It's a slight touch to whatever surface is supporting you. Last of the sequence, we have one more sequence in this group, and then we head it to the floor. We're gonna work our glutes here. So from right here, we're gonna go back. So be very mindful. My right leg's gonna go back first. Left leg is forward. It has a slight bend. I'm leaning forward because I'm aligning my neck to my spine. My shoulders and hips are squared. Really engage that core, and we're going to lift for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now we're going to hold it here, lift, and we're going to pulse it for 16. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and bring it back. Whew. Do you feel that? We're going to go to this side, to the other side. My band is slipping because I'm starting to sweat. Again, position yourself, align yourself, point those toes, and we lift for 8. 1, now hold it up and we pulse. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1.
Ooh, and slowly go ahead and cool down, take a little break. Let's come to the floor. Ooh, those were good. So go ahead, catch your breath, because we're not done with legs yet. We're not done. We're going to go ahead. Now, a couple of videos ago, we did the clam. Remember the clam? If you say no, that's okay. So the clam, again, align your shoulders with your elbow. Ears, elbows are apart. Hips are stacked. My heels are closer to my bum. So you have two versions of this. This hand here is up front for support. Now the clam is when you open and close, just like a clam. So you have your choice. You can stay right here with the bottom leg on the mat, or if you want a little bit more of a challenge, you can raise both legs and open. So pick the one that's best for you. I'm gonna be right here with my lower leg to the bottom, and we do 16 of these. Yeah, I know. We go up, 8. 4, 3, 2, and 1. This is where I go up for the last 8. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And slowly release. Go ahead and extend and stretch it out. And we have the other side. So notice how I mix the two. My bottom leg starts off in the bottom. The last 8, I raise it up. You could do either or. You could stay down the whole entire time or raise it up. Challenge yourself, listen to your body, and we begin for 8. 4, 3, and 1. Last 8. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Then go ahead and stretch it out. If you hear that background noise, I actually live near a railroad track, so I think the company's working on something. Ooh, so from right here, I'm gonna keep my band on, and they're gonna go to my ankles. Again, if you don't have these bands, I found mine at the Dollar General store for $5, and they come in a pack of 3. So to me, it's well worth the investment. So if you're out and about and you ever happen to drop by a dollar store, that's where you find these bands. Or Walmart has them as well, I believe. So let's go ahead and roll them down. Let's do some ab roll-ups. Again, engage that core, imprint your lower back to the mat, extend your arms, point or flex those feet. Up. We do 4 more. And last one right here. And roll it down and stretch it out. Good job. So this next one, I'm going to go ahead and put my hands on my lower back. Now I have these bands, of course. If you don't have these bands, you could do without the band, or if you have a small ball, or you can even use a towel. I need something in between your feet because we're going to go ahead and put one leg in front of the other. We've done these before. So my left foot, my left leg is leading, my right leg is behind. I'm going to slowly bring it down using my abs and bring it back up. So my back leg, which is my right, is the lazy leg. It's not doing anything. So all the weight is on my right leg, but I'm using my abs
Woo. Give me 4 more. And 1, and go ahead and switch. No break here. Give me 8. 3, 2, and 1. Bring your knees to your chest. Rock yourself back and forth. Woo! You should have felt that one. If you had a towel, all you had to do was put the towel in between where your ankles are, where my band is right now, and just hold it, and then you switch. If you did not have either or you don't want to do this, a modified version is put your feet together and just lower them down, which brings me to the next exercise. Again, I'm going to go ahead and put my hand underneath my lower back. This time, because I have that band, I'm going to go ahead and separate my legs to a little V and bring it down with that resistance. And then very slowly, whoo, you got this. 8, 7, 6, keep going. Really squeeze those abs. 4, 3, and 1. Bring your knees to your chest, rock yourself back and forth. Good job. Well, we're not out of the woodworks yet. We still have these bands. So now we're going to go ahead, since I'm starting to sweat and the band is starting to adjust itself, I'm going to bring the bands up to my thighs. They were starting to move up and down because of the sweat. So I'm going to go ahead, this time once again. So now we're going to go ahead, put your toes up, and what you're going to do is you're going to lift. Use those abs. Lift. Now, you could do it without your hands underneath your lower back. Lift. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Ooh. We're not done yet. We have another set of those. So what you're doing is you're lifting your hips using your abs. You're in full control of this motion. You inhale up and you exhale down. Here we go. We'll do it again. 4, 8. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Whew. Did I say one more? I lied. This is the last set right here. How are you doing? So you really should feel that in your core. Again, you can still have your hands underneath your lower back if you need that extra support. And we do here, the last 8 right here. We go 8. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good job. Woo. Stretch it out. Really elongate that muscle, elongate your spine, your abs. Take a breather here. But we cannot leave until we do some teasers. So now I'm going to bring the band right to my shins. Here we go. Really? Here we are. Okay. So now we all know those teasers. We inhale to prepare. We come up. So right now my legs are a little separate because I want that resistance on those bands, and we come back down. Again, you don't have to use the bands. Up. Make sure that posture, tailbone, lift up that heart, and then down. Up. And last 3 right here. 3. And last one right here. And hold it right here. Hold it right here. If you have the bands, pulse your legs. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And slowly release. Woo. Woo. You go ahead and release that band. Go ahead and stretch it out. How are you doing? Hope you're doing good. So if you didn't have the bands, that's okay. You could always add your own resistance. As I said before in other classes, you could also use the hand weights. Just in case you find these videos not challenging enough, there's ways that you could challenge yourself. Also, you could add an extra rep if you wish. So make it your own. If this is your first time doing this particular video, I highly recommend that you find the very first video I did several weeks ago. It's called my first video, my first Pilates video. I believe that's the title of it. Go ahead and follow that one and then continue on. But we're not done yet, folks. Oh no, we still have some work to do. So we'll go ahead and do some jackknives. We did them in my last video. I'm gonna move this stuff around to give me room. Now for the jackknives, we started off sitting up and then we rolled back. Remember that? This time we're gonna start laying down. So laying down is a little bit more challenging because now you're fighting against gravity. When we were doing the sitting up, you were also fighting gravity, but it was in control. But this time you're lifting. So we start off laying down. Now be very mindful that a lot of folks like to hold on to the mat. Please don't do that. Avoid holding on to the mat. Your hands are right to your side. Engage that core, imprint that lower back to the mat. Shoulders, hips are squared. And then we begin for the first one. Very slowly come back down. If I'm not mistaken, I believe I did this one several videos ago. But again, if you want to do the jackknife sitting up, you can. We have 5 more to go. Take your time. And this is the last one. Ooh, good job. And go ahead and just elongate that body, stretch it out. Go ahead and roll yourself up. And sit up nice and tall. We're gonna go ahead and stretch those legs. We worked our legs a lot today. I know that. Make sure I have, oh yeah, I got plenty of time. So go ahead and sit up nice and tall. Extend those legs, reach forward, and stretch out those hamstrings. Ooh, it should feel good right about now. If you can touch your toes, go ahead and touch your toes. I sometimes can, sometimes I cannot, and that's okay. I can still feel the stretch. Stay here for a few breaths. We want to go ahead, bring our legs to the side, come to our knees, and very slowly roll it up. And we're going to go ahead and stand. I'm going to go ahead and push my mat away. Still stretching our legs. Go ahead and grab behind. I'm a little sweaty here, so I'm slipping, and stretch it out, elongate, nice and tall. If you need to hold on to a wall, go ahead and do so. Really stretch it out. From right here, begin to a dancer's pose. Whoops. Okay, here we are. Here I go. See, I too struggle a little bit. Ooh, go ahead and cross that same leg over and set it down, and that should feel amazing. As I mentioned earlier, I am having little hip flexor issues, so this feels super amazing on me right now. And then shake it off, other side. I hope you're all surviving this quarantine time. I know some of us are going back to work. Some of us are still waiting. That's me. And come back. Do a figure 4. Sit it down, hand to heart. Feel that nice little stretch. There's a truck delivering some stuff. That's why you hear that noise. And then slowly roll it up. Let's go ahead and inhale. One more time. And there you have it. So I know that we really worked our legs today. That was my goal. I hope you felt that one. Again, if you don't have these straps, these bands, as I mentioned, I got mine for $5 at the Dollar General store, but I'm pretty sure Walmart has them too. And I'm more than positive so does Amazon.com. But if you didn't have it, that's okay. You can work without it. I hope you enjoyed this video. You're going to feel it in your legs tomorrow. But until next time, please stay safe, stay healthy. Again, I appreciate your support, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.